Welcome back into Sports Talk. Region track meets begin this Friday, and today marked the final practice meet, I guess you can say, of the season for most teams today. Home meet for the Colquitt County Packers. Colquitt, TCC, Thomasville, Cairo, and Brooks all in action. And our Morgan Jackson made the trip to Moultrie, speaking with a few teams, starting with the Packers. Things ending on a high note in Moultrie after weeks off spring break. Coach Polite, who we love out there at Colquitt County, he's always dancing. Happy to have his team back on the track, ready for the postseason.
So what kind of work or what are y'all really trying to hone in on this week before the region meet next week?
Okay, that's great. So we've been off. So what we do now, we just try to get back in shape, do a little speed endurance, top speed stuff, try to stay healthy as we approach region. So that's what we're trying to do, just work on speed and just get our endurance up so we can last in the race and be able to compete.
How does it help having some of the competition y'all have today to really get back into that track shape, if you will?
Oh, it's awesome. With having Thomasville here, and Thomasville Central, and Cairo and Brooks, they all got good quality runners, and so that's pushed us to get better each and every time we race and compete. So I think it's a great turnout for the meet today.
And this is the last middle season meet, right? Yeah.
This the last meet. This the last meet into a region. So this will polish up, trying to get in shape, just put the pieces together, and just try to put it all together for region.
What is your message to your team about, if you don't make it next week, your season's over, really?
Well, the thing about that, we're just taking it one day at a time and practicing hard and just competing and let the marbles lay where it lay.
How about this, Blaze? Cairo, we all know what they're known for out there, but Brian Duncan, absolute athlete, on the quest for his first region medal since winning the 200 as a freshman. Duncan now leads 3A Region 1 in 4 different events.
Yeah, I feel like we talk about him all the time. So, I mean, football, yeah.
He's an athlete.
Yeah.
He's, again, first football region title back in the fall. He's looking to close out the year with some more hardware. And while the sport may be different, his strategy is still the same.
Just to stay maintain that practice, make sure I keep my technique right, and just to do everything at 110%.
110%, that's all he knows. TCC Yellow Jackets are going to be making the trip to Veterans for their region meet. The Lady Jackets vying for their second consecutive title. And Coach Lovejoy getting his team ready as they enter the final stretch of the season.
You talk to me about the girls going back-to-back. What will it take for them to get another region title this year?
I think everybody just have to give their best effort. They've been dedicated so far, and they've done well in practice this year. And the big thing about now is region is so close to spring break. We're just coming off spring break. But we have a mature group, especially some of our sprinters, that were dedicated to work during the break. So if they just maintain their focus, I think we'll be fine.
Can you talk to me more about the freshman runner that you have upcoming?
Journey Walker, yeah, she's going to be special. She's part of our 4x1 team that is ranked in the top 3 right now in the state. So we're looking for great things for her. She works well with 3 seniors on that 4x1 relay. So.
At this point in the season, this is the last guaranteed meet. What do you tell your players at this point in the year?
Just kind of some of the same things that we tell them all year. Race every race like it could be your last one, because in reality now it could be. So they go in with that mindset and just go out and do their best.
Staying in the Rose City, this team right here is special. The Thomasville Bulldogs are looking to do, I don't know if I want to call that unthinkable. Morgan says unthinkable, but I think once I saw them run, I knew they could.
Yeah.
Go back-to-back on both the girls and boys sides. That is a tough feat. And in true Coach Guyton fashion, he's already strategizing how to not only win the region, but also take home state.
Team's trying to go back-to-back on both sides. A big feat to do, but what are y'all trying to work on today's meet?
Today we're working on, today's our experimentation day. We're trying some people in some different places to fill in some gaps, so that way we can build on what we had last season. Yes, we did win region last year, however, we still have room for improvement.
Where do you see that your team needs the most improvement right now?
We can get some help on the field events, that would be great. We're looking at the distance events. We're adding in some people to the 1600 and up events, so that's what we're trying to work on.
And then I feel like last year you told me you crunched the numbers. You want to win it, you want to win it bad. How did that work for your team out this year, and are you planning to do that same thing this year?
I've already completed it. So yes, I've already crunched the numbers. As of right now, our boys hypothetically they have a comfortable lead in the region. Based on those numbers, our girls, they also have a lead of about 20 points, but that could go either way. So as for our margin of error, like I said, it could go either way for us.
You talk about going either way. How unpredictable can track be sometimes?
We learned that lesson last year. Last season at state, we had the best boys team in the state. We should have won it, but you still have to run the race and you still have to complete the races. We had some miscues with the false start and the lane violation, which cost us.
All right, Blaze, obviously I know you were just talking about you're learning all about track.
Yeah.
But to think about how you can go back-to-back boys and girls, just what does that say about
What are they
the
feeding
program that
them
they're
down
building?
in Thomasville is what I want to know.
You know, you see their football team,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's not surprising.
I mean, I think that's an incredible feat. And like Coach said, I mean, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, they're one of the best programs. Like I said, the first time I got to watch them was earlier this year, and yeah, they can run.
Yeah.
They can run. They can do it all. They have a lot of different athletes there. The twins bring the speed. You got Michaela on the hurdles.
Yeah, and it was fun. I was out there for a second today. It was my first track meet. It was fun to see what the vibes were.
Were you confused? Because there's a lot going on.
I was very confused, and Morgan's like, "Aren't you supposed to be over there?" I'm like, "They didn't announce it." She's like, "They don't announce things." Whatever. It was great.
Yeah,
very muggy.
Just it's getting hot.
Yeah.
I talked to Yolanda about that. Berrien will host a single A Division I meet, Region 1 meet, 5A Region 2 meet at Veterans. 6A Region meet will be at Richmond Hill, and Brooks County will host their region meet on Monday. Our region track coverage will begin on Friday at Hugh Mills for single A Division 2 Region 1.
Let's do it.
A lot of different regions, a lot to get to. All right, let's get to some high school football. And how about this? Special day today for Mr. 1, Jaden Upshaw. He announced his commitment, and he chose Texas A&M. It was broadcast on like CBS Sports. The Lee County Star going to Texas A&M. Blaze, your thoughts?
Mike Elko's first wide receiver commitment for this class, which is very exciting. I mean, you can't go wrong. All his choices were incredible. I mean, the kid deserves it. Texas A&M, let's do it.
One of the best players in the nation. I think this season his numbers were a little bit down, but I think that had a lot to do with quarterback play and the switching of offensive, like the guys he had been playing with no more Weston.
Right.
There was a big change there. So didn't have as much production as you, but this guy has it all: size, speed, hands. One of the best players in the country. It's no surprise that he's going to play in the SEC. No Georgia for us, but we'll get to see him when he gets, when they play some of those big SEC schools. So,
do you think that committing your junior, or choosing a school your junior, kind of makes you go into senior year with a little chip on your shoulder, kind of like, yeah, I'm SEC bound. It just means more.
You're gonna get my honest opinion here. I kind of get down on the commitments and the hype around them, not because of the player. Obviously, the player deserves to have his moment in time, but the landscape of college football breeds too many decommitments and switching of schools that I'm just not trusting any process, because who knows how much NIL money is going to be thrown his way between now and when he actually signs. We will be there for his signing whenever he chooses to have that. But the commitment thing, it's just, I get it. It's a celebration for these kids, and they deserve all the attention. But it's hard when all these kids are flipping and transfers, and it's just a lot to keep up with. So, but shout out to him for everything that he's getting, and he's going to get a lot more because he's a really good football player.
I'm excited to watch him.
All right, switching gears, the NBA playoffs are underway. We're going to be breaking down the Hawks opening round series, plus other big storylines in those playoffs. More sports talk on the way. Stay with us. Welcome back into Sports Talk. Mackenzie Blaze, Aaron Mukes here. Blaze, the NBA playoffs are underway at the play-in games as of last night. Let's take a look at how those games turned out, the first two, and then two more coming tonight. That Orlando-Philly game just getting underway. Clippers and Golden State tonight at 10. I'm pretty excited about that game. Steph Curry back in action. But the games last night, thrilling. I watched both of them.
Crazy.
Charlotte Heat, big-time game there. Charlotte pulls it off in overtime, and then the Blazers and the Phoenix Suns. First thoughts on those games, or do any of these teams have a chance to win?
I mean, no, but it was really fun to watch. I enjoyed the Hornets upsetting Miami.
Yeah, I didn't really love the Lonzo Ball or the LaMelo Ball. Play on Bam Adebayo. Did think it should have been a flagrant foul. They didn't call it, but we'll discuss that another day. For the first time now in a long time, we turn our attention to the Atlanta Hawks, and they are at the crib chilling because it's the first time since 2021 that they're not in the play-in tournament game. That's because the Hawks are already in the dance. They'll get the New York Knicks in round one. And we know game one is on Saturday, but the full playoff schedule not quite out just yet. We'll find that out tonight. Who could forget the Hawks' Knicks series of 2021? That one, of course, included the departed Trae Young playing hero. This year's Hawks looking forward to the rest before they start the war.
Few days to relax, avoided the playing game so we can watch, and maybe I'll have some wine tonight and enjoy the show of guys competing to try to get where we already are. But outside of that, I think they know what's at stake here. They know we're the underdog. There's no pressure. We're just going out there and competing at a high level against a quality team in a great environment.
I think it's the playoffs in general provide a level of energy, and I think with that, you know, you're passionate about the opportunity, where that can be, you know, invigorating, and it can focus you, and it can, you know, challenge you, as opposed to, you know, intimidating you.
All right, Blaze, so what do the Hawks need in order to get the win against the Knicks?
I think obviously everyone knows this. They need to lock down Jalen Brunson and Cat, and I think they can do that. Not necessarily Jalen Brunson, but Cat. That matchup with let me get this right, this name right, Okongwu.
Onyeka Okongwu.
I think just Okongwu is more physical. I think he's going to outwork Cat in the paint. He's younger. I don't know. I like an underdog mindset. I think they're going to take this series.
I think it's a tough series for the Hawks. I think the Knicks, although they're not as good defensively as they were last year, their offense is really, really good. Obviously, there's a lot of good games that we're going to talk about throughout the team. One team that's on upset alert for you.
Give me the Timberwolves over the Nuggets.
I don't love that because I love Nikola Jokic, but we'll see about
Anthony
that.
Edwards, Georgia, come on.
All right, switching gears to the Atlanta Dreams roster, already loaded and adding some pieces this week in the draft. 3 more big-time players, one from South Carolina. Blaze, Atlanta Dream, maybe a title in 2026?
Hey, I'm trying to go to a game. I'm
and
excited.
also, AZ Fudd going to play with her girlfriend.
Come on, how great is that?
And her former teammate in Dallas. A
For
lot
a
of
lot
fun
more money.
there. That does it for this episode. A lot more money than Paige got last year. That does it for this episode of Sports Talk. Thank you for joining us here in studio. We will see you guys next time.